Well, hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with another M19 pack review. And since my last video, I found out that indeed the Nicol Bolas checklist card takes up your land slot. I don't know why they thought that was appropriate to have a card that represents another card that's actually not in your deck, so it can be in your deck, and put that in the slot of an actual card that you put in your deck that represents itself as a real card. This is a token. It should be in the token slot. Why is it in the land slot? It should not be in the land slot. But anyways, let's not screw around and get right into this so I can talk without running out all the time I have on my phone. Divination. It's been reprinted tons of times, but it's a card that deserves to exist. Actually, it's a card that it can see play. That's the thing. I'm gonna start a third pile. We're gonna have junk pile for cards that should exist, but you probably aren't gonna use, and then one for cards that are totally usable. Alright, so here we go. Divination is totally gonna go in the totally usable one. Act of treason. What? You see the text on that? Oh geez, that is a misprint. Look at that. You can't even see it. The blacks are so bled. Wow. All right. Well, act of treason, I can give that a pass. I think it's a card that's playable, you know. Hired Blade, 3/2 for 3 with flash. That's sure, I'll go with that. This is actually a pretty decent pack so far. I'm surprised. Highland Game, a 2/1 for 2. That seems on the weak side. It doesn't have any relevant creature type. All it does is gain you life, and it's under curve for a bear. Does it deserve to exist? I guess. Lich's Caress. Now that looks like some junk. 5 mana for removal. You gain 3 life, but that's not something you want on a card that destroys things. It doesn't really matter. If you want to take out something, you want it to be cheap. This card shouldn't exist. Gallant Cavalry. 4 mana, 2/2. That doesn't sound like right as it is. Vigilance. But okay, it's 2 2/2s for Vigilance. That's good. That's okay. Sky Scanner. Let's see. A 1/1 flying, and that draws you a card. I'm having trouble like separating my mind from the formats. Like I'm saying, yeah, that could be useful, but would you put that in a 60 card deck? No, you're not gonna take that out of your collection and be like, this is the card I need in that slot in that deck. You're never gonna do that. You're not gonna pay 3 mana to get an easily killed, worthless flyer just so you can also draw a card. I mean, it doesn't work. We talked about this guy last time. This guy, he already exists. He just wasn't a merfolk before. And in fact, he was cheaper. Sovereign's Bite, that's a good one. I like it. It's a 6 life swing for three mana. How can you not like that? Alright, Bogart Brute. Now this is a prime example of one that I put in the good pile last time, but he's going in the deserves to exist pile now, because he's not particularly good. In fact, you know what? Let's put these guys in there. What have we got next? Ether Shield Artificer. Let's see. 4 mana, 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact you control gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible until end of turn. That is a wordy card. I hate that. Okay, look, Wizards, you wanted to do something? You wanted to do this thing that boosts artifacts? That's the flavor you're going for. There must be a better way than this. There has to be something better than this convoluted way of at the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Give it a +1/+1 counter when it enters the battlefield or something like that. Give it, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like that one. Volcanic Dragon, it's another one. You'd never put that in a deck. Nobody would put that in a deck that knows what they're doing. Heroic Reinforcements. Okay. This is kind of interesting. So you get a couple hasty white soldiers, and then all your creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's an actual good one. Runic Armasaur, 3 mana, 2/5. Draw a card. Activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability. You may draw a card. Okay, the card's not pathetic, but I really don't like the ability. I think it works. I'm sure it works out fine, but whenever opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. Why is it just creatures and lands? Why is it limited to that? I don't understand that. Why can't it be artifacts? It seems like a trivial thing, but just that would just that distinction would cut down on the wordiness of the card. You just say, whenever an opponent activates a non-mana ability, you may draw a card. I don't know. He's strong. Hey, we actually got a land this time, not a crap Bolas card. So, that's an Esper land too. Huh. So, let's look at what we got. 5 junk. 4 that are going to be easily replaced by something else at any higher rarity. And then, 5 that are actually good. I don't know, maybe Divination and Active Treason probably should be in the middle one. Like, they're baseline cards that you should have, but nobody's actually going to use because there's always better options for their particular decks. I don't know. But this is the thing, when you get these packs and like half or more of it is just stuff you never use outside of limited, this rubs people the wrong way. Nobody's gonna make a deck with these cards, really. Nobody's gonna pull these out of their collections and say, hey, yeah, this'll be perfect in this deck I'm building. That volcanic dragon, I totally need a overcosted 6 mana 4/4 just because it has haste. Nah, nobody's gonna do that. That's the problem we're seeing. It's one of the issues. I feel like in the past, they were a lot more creative about the limited junk. And they also didn't push it as much. Nowadays, everything's about, balancing limited and trying to push limited archetypes. Just let limited be what it is. You're getting 3 or 6 packs of random cards, and you have to cobble together the best deck out of it you can. They shouldn't be holding your hand. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we got some that are decent cards. These two, I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded because I have so many of these from previous core sets and other things, but from this pack, this is the whole pack to me. These 3 cards. That's it.